Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Force Lines Forever. Today, I have a 5v5 custom matching on the most amazing Nuke map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. Starting off with Team 1 in the southwest and ending with Team 2 in the northeast. I probably will confuse myself at some point, so just apologies ahead of time. Starting off with Team 1's northwestern player, we have in Chevy Crimson, it is Nomander. He is a 2,500. He is the highest rated player on Team 1 and in the game. Overall to his southeast, we have Lampshade No 0011. He's an Aeon as well. He is a 1,500 again in Batman Gray. In Barbie Pink to his southeast is Dorset as a Seraphim. He is a 1,300. On the southern edge of the map here for Team 1, we have Surrey. He is a Cybran in Royal Blue as a 1,400. And in the southwestern corner for Team 1 as a Cybran is Raxomophone. Racco, I think I was going to call him for short. He is a Cybran. He is a 1,400. Again, apologies if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Please let me know down in the comments how to actually pronounce it. To the southeast, we have for Team 2's eastern player, it is a Mimics. He is an Aeon. He is a 2,100, the highest rated player on Team 2. There's northwest. We have Toma. He is an Aeon as well as a 1,900 in Emerald Green. That's the Aeons in this game so far. To the west, we have as a Sabrin Dulaha in Lightest Red Pink as a 1,200. To the northern edge of the map here, we have another Sabrin here for Team 2. It is Original Angel in Pac-Man Yellow as a 1,200. And for Team 2's northeastern corner, we have the one and only UEF, I believe, in the game. He is Interloper. He is in glow-in-the-dark green as a 1,600. Team 2 side of the map, they have 2 Cybrans, 2 Aeon, 1 UEF. Team 2 lacks the Seraphim faction. Team 1 has 2 Aeons, 2 Cybrans, and 1 Seraphim. So the only difference between Team 1 and Team 2 is 1 has a Seraphim and 1 has an Aeon. And everything else is the same in terms of numbers of different players as different factions. And for these 10 players on the map, let's take a look at a reclaim situation. Currently sitting at, wow, that's a lot less than I thought it would be. 1,400 mass, not per player, but just total, which makes it 140 mass per player. Definitely not worth writing home about. Again, it is a tiny something. Better than no something, but it definitely is a tiny amount of something. And for those of you, of course, who have seen the time code stamp thingamajig in the southeastern corner of the thumbnail, you know that this video is roughly going to be at least an hour. I don't know the exact time, but I knew the replay is at least over an hour. So go ahead, get some popcorn, get some drinks, get some beef jerky, get something, because this is going to be a long one, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. Starting off, we have an upgrade in the middle here for Lampshade, going for a sensor package. Give him a little bit of vision in the middle of the map. It is a 10x10 map with 10 players, definitely a little bit crowded, which means there's going to be a lot of action kicking off, as we can see in the southeastern corner. I didn't go over mexes. I'll do that really quickly. There is a decent amount of mexes in the main base area-ish, landmass, side corner, whatever you want to call it. For Team 1 and Team 2, there's a couple sets of mexes in the middle. There's a Trimex here and here, and a quad mech here and here, with a couple of one-offs kind of dotted in the middle. And that's really about it. I don't really see any other fighting over mexes, mainly denying more than anything else, but not maybe really claiming anything long-term. Range is done here for Nomander, and they're not going for speed. Gun speed and range started for Dulaha in the middle. Gun speed and range is almost done for Surrey in the south. I think we had the first common cam action already. Possibly, maybe, possibly, maybe not. It looked like it was close, but maybe it wasn't that close. Possibly here in the middle between Team 1's either Dorset or Lampshade, who has range and sensor package online, versus Dulaha and Interloper, who's currently assisting that upgrade. In the northwest, we have Nomander retreating with his range upgrade, and Original Angel is falling back to plug the hole there. Looks like the calm distributions here for Team 1 and Team 2. We have 2 in the middle for each team. 1v1 in the northwest, and the remainder of players in the southeast, which 1 player for Team 1 has not engaged, and that is Racco in the southwest corner. Range is almost done. Sorry, speed and range almost done for Dorset. Gun is done, and there's the common come action between Lampshade and Dulaha. Dulaha has the speed upgrade, of course, And Lampshade does not, but Lampshade does have a decent amount of intelligence gathering on board that comm. So, especially being a 10 by 10, that is a decent chunk of the map to have constant vision on. We do see some comm action between Original Angel and Nomander. Again, no speed upgrade on the Aeon comms for Team 1. One of them has sensor, one of them does not. Dorset pushing in with his gun, speed and range upgrade. We do see range started for Toma. He has speed upgrade start or already on board. And we do see Suri has stealth and gun on board as well. Does look like Doulaha does make it out of range of Team 1's comms. And it does look like there's some assistance inbound from Toma. So kind of a more mid-east-ish player. Not necessarily a southeastern or just eastern edge. You see, again, kind of similar positions here for Team 1 and Team 2's highest rated players being Mimics on Team 2 and Nomander of Team 1. Counterattack in the northwest here, outbound from Original Angel. Original Angel is suffering in the hit point count, dropping below 50%. Again, the range advantage does favor Nomander, not only for his comm, but of course the Aurora do have a little bit extra range, of course, but they sacrifice the hit point count for that a little tiny bit on range. Nice little hotline inbound will be killed off by Nomander. Nomander up to 1-star vet. So again, more hit points on board that comm. The T2 unit online for him. Obsidian going after a couple of these nice little Mantis. But unfortunately, there are some Medusa in the mix, and that Obsidian is not kept on moving, which means the EMP weapons do nullify it for a little bit, allowing those Team 1 units to kill off that unit. Again, it's only one unit, not a big deal, but again, there's only so much you can macro at any stage of the game. It's kind of just hard to focus on the everything. Southeastern corner here, we have Suri versus Mimics. Mimics has dropped below 75%, has speed / range on board. Suri has gun speed and range, and of course the stealth on board, which once she's out of visual range will be able to hide from any sort of regular radars, not of course the Omnis that do plague the environment. We do see Lampshade getting pushed back a little bit by Doulaha on that western side of that little hill thingy there. And we do see Nomander inbound as well. It is non-stop action. Players just constantly in engagements. A couple of units do break through the defenses here on the western side. A couple of units isn't a big deal, but again, something is better than nothing. They'll probably kill off maybe a couple of P-Gens, a couple of T1 mixes, maybe a couple of T2s. But we will see what they actually do kill off, of course. Gun trying to catch up here for Dorset against those blazes. T1 PD looks like it almost is enough, but runs into some Mantis and forgets that, again, 1,000 of anything will kill anything. Looks like those units were dealt with. No real damage inflicted on Team 1 side of the map. T2 is going down here for Interloper. He has gun on board. Advanced range is starting on board. Lampshade, of course, he already has the sensor package and, of course, the regular range on board, because you can't upgrade to advanced without going to the regular one first. Suri is dropped, again, below 75%. Same thing here for Mimics. And it's 1-star vet versus 1-star vet, so still advantage here for Mimics in terms of the total hit points on board. But it's close enough that if one comm... Actually, no. Team 1, Suri is actually in the lead. He's at 13,000 versus 12,000. But anyways, the difference between the two comms is not that far off, where if one explodes and one's at, adequate hit points, the other one will die as well. Speed started here for Nomander in the middle next to Lampshade, who's going for a shield. It has the advanced range upgrade on board. So going on for the, what would I call the mini tank long range radar comm? I can't say Aeon Sniper Commander because he doesn't have the speed upgrade, but yeah, it's just the sensor, the long range intelligence tank, mini tank. Yeah, long range intelligence tank maybe. So this would be the mini tank, and if he goes for the second shield upgrade, it'll be the regular tank or whatever. Anyway, Dorset being pushed back. T2PD heavily creeping in the middle of the map here from Toma, trying to again just get a little bit more breathing room on this eastern side for Team 2 in general. Shield started for Nomander. He may go for Aeon Sniper Commander. He may go for Aeon Sniper Commander with a mini tank, or may go for full tank. We'll see. And that is his only recourse to not having Nano on board. Aeons don't get it. Toma drops into the red sub to roughly almost 2,000 hit points. Does have 1-star vet on board. Lampshade pushing in with the comm. We do see Doulaha moving in to assist. Dorset being a little bit surrounded here. Looks like Lampshade's going to run some interference here for his teammate. And that might be enough to save both those commander. Toma comes back. That's probably not a good idea here. Team 1 can see him. They know where he is. Very, very dangerous to do that. We do see Dulaha constantly trying to go after that comm. The comm still has shields, of course, on board. Team 2 trying to blitz him down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's not a lot of forces left for either player. It looks like the comm is still roughly in range, at least some of the shots. Toma takes a shot, and again, maybe trying to not regret his staying there, but he does get another veteran save, so he is back up into the yellow. So again, very risky, but he does go for it nonetheless. Southeastern corner, lots of build up here for Surrey, and of course we have Team 2's Mimics not leaving this spot at any time soon. We do see Nomad pushing him with his gun speed / range, but he's going to snipe Dulaha with the assistance of Lampshade. It was a nice little 2-for-1 combo, or not 2-for-1, 2-to-1 combo there. Toma's going to take it here shortly. There he goes. That's 2 comms that have exploded in range of a couple of comms here for Team 1. Nomad drops below 2,000 hit points. That is a double kill for Team 1, dropping this game to a 5v3 for Team 1. But we have T3 gunships inbound. Oh, and those are broadswords. And there he goes. Nomander is down. So it is a revenge kill here for Team 2's air player. Dorset is the next target. He's falling very, very quickly. This will be a double kill here for Team 2. There he goes. He actually controlled K's, it looks like, to get the kill on the gunship, and then the other one is wiped out. Strap Bomber inbound from Interloper as well, going after not Nomad, but Lampshade. Lampshade has a nice little lampshade nearby to help shield from the bomber. But nice double kill here for Team 1 and Team 2. And Bomber will take out a nice T2 P-Gen, but the Bomber will go off screen. Oh no, wait, was that it right there? Oh no, it landed right here. Weird. It looked like it was going to land here, but it looks like it spawned right there. Huh. Looks like another unit's on top of it as well. Interesting. It's not a new thing, is it? I feel like it didn't do that before. Anyway, it is now a 3v3 tied up game here. Team 2 was just barely behind, not barely behind, but significantly behind in the APM department, and then just clawed it back almost instantaneously. A nice job there from Team 2's Interlopo. That's a double kill for him. And then I think Nomander got a kill. And then I think maybe maybe Lampshade got a kill. It was definitely, again, a combined effort from Team 1's 3 commanders in the middle. Just, again, whoever gets credit isn't really important to me. It's mainly about, at least in my opinion, especially when I play games, it's not about who gets the kill. It's about the kill actually happened. And with that, APM just took a dive in this game. 40% of the players are dead before 20 minutes, which is going to make this game go, I mean, obviously longer, and you know that by the timestamp. Not the timestamp, but the time of the video, however long the video is, whatever the heck that thing's called. I should probably know what it is, since I've made so many videos at this point, but I just cannot remember what it's called. Not time code. Whatever it is. Anyway. In the middle of the map here for Team 1's Lampshade, trying to push in against these Harmagers in the middle, trying to get a lot of that reclaim here from Team 2's position. It looks like he will get it. Shield, advanced range. Of course, the vision constantly will keep him aware of what's going on in the middle. We do see Team 2's Interlopo expanding his air grid as we speak. We do see Team 1 about to do the same. He's going for the reclaim method. He does have a secondary air grid isolated from the T3 air headquarters just so there's no cascading going on. Love that strategy, but it does cost a little bit more power and energy in the other game to build those additional power facilities, and you have to build the air factories, but the power generators just because you have to build new ones. Well, you don't have to, but you should. Anyway, I'm still not 100% still. This stupid little cough thing just will not go away, and it's not really a cough that lasts very long or it happens very often. I think it's just the remaining phlegm and stuff is trying to come out, and the body's like, it has to come out, and I'm like, I can't just force it out of me. That's not how that works. I can't just will it to just, pop out of me sort of thing. Anyway, Mimics' position on the eastern side is being bombarded by a couple of Harmagers, but those have mainly been dealt with. There's some Ilshis mixed in as well. T3 gunships helping to clean out the environment. We even see Interloper trying to help out and catch up. Harbinger going to go after another T2 Mexican to kill that one off. I think that might be the end of that Harminger's life. Oh, no, there's an Ilshi. Yeah, that'll be enough of that. Looks like Team 1 is barely in the lead for Air, but again, it's going to be a long game, so we'll see if Air is going to be the end-all be-all that we just initially saw. That it can be double kill with 3 gunships, plus, again, a strap bomber that almost tried to do damage to a third player on Team 1. And just MMA play like 500 with SimCity with pods. I mean, he doesn't have double base. We see Mimics has triple base. And everybody else has single base. We do see Team 1, it's the same situation. Lampshade has triple base, and everybody else on Team 1 has single base. So again, the eco will favor one player for each team. And it looks like Mimics is actually hurting as well in the mass department. Even though he has triple base, he's lost a decent chunk of his mechs, at least in one, if not a couple of those places. The eco situation is favoring Team 1 by almost 200, which is definitely concerning at 20 minutes. One of those things that can easily be rectified, but how much do you lose? How much do you put aside in terms of expanding air grids, expanding land factories, experimentals, all that sort of thing by focusing just on eco? It's always a give and take in this game. You don't get anything in this game for free. Unless someone just randomly leaves, then you get that for free. But still. Lots of conversation in chat. I probably will not be able to keep it up. So I'll keep up like watching it and reading it and whatnot. So I do apologize for not commenting on it too much. And of course you can always pause and rewind and whatnot. I can't do that. I could pause. I can't rewind though. I wish I could rewind, but I don't think that will ever happen. In the south, Team 1's attempt from Surrey to try to crack this position is denied by a couple of PD and a couple of Harbingers. So this position will still stay alive for Team 2's Mimics. And he'll try to lord that over Surrey as long as he can. I feel like a Colossus is in the works for somebody in this game, considering there's there was 4 Aeon players, there's now 2, but there's still 4 Aeon bases. Laser has been started for Surrey. Very interesting. Going for Laser kind of early. We'll see if he ends up sticking with it or not, but he's almost at 10%, so I would be kind of surprised if he doesn't. Bricks in the middle going after Harbingers. We have Lampshade nearby. Hasn't gone for the advanced shield yet, or the heavy shield yet. But he does have the range, of course, so that does kind of allow him to fight a little bit more, well, at range. Northwestern corner, Team 2's Original Angel is in the middle of this, I don't know, sea or lake, not lake bed, water bed thing, riverbed. Dried up riverbed or something, I don't know. Some sort of thing happened here at some point, really weird kind of depression looking here. Oh look, there's a Colossus here for Team 2. Look at that. And who isn't controlling it? Actually, that's Team 1, excuse me. That is Lampshade. And he's kind of cleaning out the middle of the map here. Trying to get a little bit of distance for him and everything else. We do see gunship over the top here for Team 1's Racco. Not going for the comm of Original Angel. The forces on the ground are going to take care of him, and there he goes. He's wiped out. ASF's come in and wipe out the gunship. Here come the ASFs for Team 1. Looks like there's a couple looks like there were a couple of T3 artillery units in the mix, but they went after them instead of the comm, and that's probably why he was focused on those, because they were attacking the base. But that is going to be a kill here for Team 1, dropping this game to a 3v2 in favor of Team 1 at 23 minutes. We'll see if Team 2 gets a kill right after the death of one of their teammates. T3 artillery. Is that T2 or T3? Looks like that is T3 artillery. Yeah, those Serenities. Those aren't going to last much longer. Bricks are inbound. And I don't think that base will last much longer. Laser is almost done on board the comm. Will he go for cloaking? Maybe, maybe not. But again, in a map like this, as small as it is, Omni's going to be very powerful with knocking out any sort of stealth or cloaking nonsense. A couple of Ravagers being built here by Interlope to stop the Colossus from stomping on the everything in this base. T2PD trying to be rushed together, but don't think that's going to happen. Mimics is going to lose at least most of this base, but it looks like the Colossus is going for other endeavors. ASF constantly warring over the top of these Mexes and Pigeons and the whatnot here for Mimics. They're targeting the Mexes, of course. That's another T2 Mix that's going to die. Looks like this gunship will probably not. Nope, there it goes. Mimics' comm has been at least pinged for some reason, whether it's my Team 1 or Team 2. It's not really seen over top. Gunship going after the T3 land headquarters. Don't think they're going to get that. Going to go after a Harbinger, I guess. And we do see in the north more gunships roaming around here for Racco. Racco doing a very good job of just sending some forces in to get some damage on, trying to do a little bit of poking and prodding. Western side, a couple of Harbingers, Bricks over here from Team 2 doing the exact same thing. And Toma offering some probably very much encouragement here from the beyond the grave, the man in the chair, the man behind the curtain, whatever position you want to call that. Gunships continuing to go in. I don't think it's really mounting to a whole lot. Yeah, they kill off a mechs, but there's an AA placement. It looks like that will be enough to kind of stop this gunship nonsense here from Team 1, at least for a little bit of time. Gunships now in the north, though, just constantly just sniping more and more and more and more of those mexes. Team 1 now over 300 mass more per second. That is definitely starting to be not necessarily insurmountable, but not looking good for Team 2 overall. Group attack here from Surrey and Lampshade pushing into Mimic's position. They are just trying to clobber him and handicap him as best as they can. Essentially said, no, you cannot do anything in this game. Sorry, Mimics. We're going to focus you down. And he's right there. The bricks, that looks like that's probably enough to kill off the comm. But they're not going to go for the kill, I guess, just yet. Overcharge will kill off 2 of them. Nice grab there from Mimics. The T3 land headquarters will be taken out. At least this one will be. I'm assuming he has a backup one over there. Attack in the middle, slowly getting closer and closer to this position for him. And is he building any sort of response to it in terms of T4? No, I don't see anything like that. Looks like the gunships have pretty much done their job over here. Lots of mexes dead, especially a couple of them for Interloper as well. It's actually 400 now mass in favor of Team 1. That's a lot of mass at 27 minutes to be had. Couple of scorchers over the top here for Interloper. Singe a couple of those Harbinger legs. They do have those mobile shields on board to help assist with protection. They remind me of Droidicas from Star Wars, where they have their own personal little shield generator. But they don't roll up into a ball and cruise around whatever place they find themselves in. They're just walking on 4 legs. Northern side here, more Harbingers racing in again. Harbingers are the fastest moving mainline T3 unit, so very nice to get them in and around and trying to do as much damage as possible. And they reclaim, so definitely worth grabbing a couple of those and sending them on a nice little scouting / raiding party. The problem is when it comes to 1v1 with a brick or something, it's just not that ideal. Another attack in the middle here for Team 1's Lampshade, constantly just push, not letting Mimics get a single moment to relax. This base, like I said, is pretty much gone. Bricks inbound here from Surrey. Team 1 has the southeastern corner now, and there's nothing in the northwestern corner for either team, but there's not a whole lot there anyways. So the map is slowly enclosing around Team 2. Is Mimics building any sort of big reprisals to this? I don't see... Oh, maybe a crab here shortly, but nothing big yet. It is almost 30 minutes, so we'll see the final push, says Toma. We know better than that. It's not the final push by any means. Lots of a T1, T2, T3 units down here for Team 1's Lampshade trying to get in and around, but there's a couple of Ravagers as well as, of course, forces still here for Team 1. Sorry, for Team 2. Make Factory, says Dorset. Nano repair has been started on board Surscom. Maybe he's going to go for cloaking. If Team 2 gets Omni online, that Lasercom will pretty much be de facto worth not a whole lot, not as much as it was worth with the cloaking actually working, in the sense that Team 2 can't see them. Air grid being actually not super expanded upon, heavily segmented and heavily decentralized. I love that strategy, but of course it just, like I said, it costs more long term or short term. We do see Nuke has been loaded pretty close to the first nuke of the game. It is 30 minutes, 36 seconds, so we'll probably see one in the next minute or so. 30 minutes on the clock here. Team 1 at 3 players left lost Dorset and Nomander. Team 2 lost Toma and Doulaha, and then a little bit later on lost Original Angel. So it is 3v2 in Team 1's favor. Map control is in Team 1, but we do see a little bit more pushback from Team 2, so I'll just say 50-50 and make the math nice and easy in my head. Team 1 heavily leading the eco situation. 1.1k versus 700. Still about that 400 mass in favor range, which if the trend continues, then it won't amount to as much as it is now. But if the trend line continues where the gap is getting wider and wider, then yeah, it's not going to be that great for Team 2 long term. But let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win at, 31.5 minutes. And Nuke is outbound. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't voted in what kind of video you would like to see for the 2000K thank you cast, please let me know on the the community post on the channel. I think we're up to 100 and something votes, so still more than enough time. It won't be casted till tomorrow anyway, so you have at least 12 hours from the release of this video. Kaboom! There goes the first nuke of the game, and it launches on the air grid. Team 2 has lost most of their air factories. Not great, and some mexes as well. That eco lead is going to continue to cement here for Team 1. But like I said, let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win, because we're at 32 minutes, and I know the game goes on for at least another 30 minutes. Lots of time for either Team 2 to amount to comeback or for Team 1 to win, or whatever the case may happen. There's still enough time for both teams to win. Not a lot of experimentals coming online here for Team 1 and Team 2. There is one right here, almost done. But we've only seen, I think, just the one from, let's see, Lampshade was the one who built it. Nothing outbound from Team 2 as yet. There is the crab here for Mimics, but it's a little bit kind of later on the cards here. The Colossus is almost done. You do see Doulahan making a comment that that's what the comm is. There are some gunships over the top here for Team 2's airplayer Interloper, but if they take the fight, they'll lose the gunships, even though if Team 2 wins air, it doesn't really matter. Lampshade goes out of shield coverage and goes, oh, bad mistake. No, back. Air does end up protecting most of the gunships, at least for enough time to at least take out the shield for Lampshade. Overcharge comes in, takes out a brick. He's already at 5-star bet, so he can't get any more hit points on board. And more ASFs shooting in. I don't think there's enough air coverage here in terms of AA. There's a couple of ASFs shooting in, and that's enough to kill off the gunships, but he is hurting in the hit points. Again, 8,000 plus the additional 5,000 they lost, so that's 13,000 hit points. He would be in the deep red if it wasn't for that shield. So, again, has to be very, very careful because T3 units are abounding in this game. But the western side, this entire base is gone. The eco is slowly starting to slip here for Team 1. Multiple T3 mechs being taken offline. Nice grab there from Mimics. Just went after an entire base that wasn't really defended. Not really defended, but really microed as much as other stuff on the map. And that's where the APM is really starting to set in. Less APM, less, obviously, literally less actions, less stuff to think about, all that sort of thing. There's just kind of hard to keep track of things, of course, with that exhaustion coming into play as time goes on. Group of bricks here. Lampshade should be fine. If all the bricks were here, it'd be definitely more concerning, but has some more T3 units and, of course, the Colossus to hide behind. Gunships over the top are being spammed up to go after the bricks. Multiple mexes have been taken offline. We see 4 of them just in this area. There's 2 more that could be targeted, but it looks like they're targeting the Harmigers instead. But they've done their duty. They've taken out a decent chunk of mexes for Team 1 anyways, dropping this to a 1.2 versus 900. So Team 2 has caught up from 500, close to maybe 600, to now 300-ish, roughly. It's not exact, of course, but, at least 250. So a lot better off in terms of the discrepancy. Team 2 built a nuke somewhere, at least I thought they did. Oh, he built it on his comm. That'd do it. He has the Billy Nuke on board. The only one in the game who can do it. So we'll see if he uses it to great success or not. What's the range on this thing for a 10B? Ooh, that is a lot of range.
Strategic launch detected.
He sits right here. You get hit pretty much the entirety of Team 1 side of the map. Another nuke outbound from Morocco. We'll see where this one goes. Looks like it's heading to the western base. I think that belonged to Doulahan, I believe. Yeah, Doulahan, because he was the pink player. There's as well sections. SMD was loaded in time. Nice move there from Mimics. Has to, of course, reload it again. How is Team 1's nuke launcher not significantly loaded to possibly make a difference? Looks like another attack was stopped by Team 1, but again, more mechs is being taken offline. We do see mechs is also slowly being taken offline for Team 2 as well. Maybe that's power related, maybe not. Team 1 back up to 1.5 power mass. So it looks like maybe they were power starved a little bit as well. Infinite NG says no mander. I mean, infinite NGs for the infinite reclaim. Currently sitting on the map, there is, that's a 40,000 clump of mass. There are 185,000. So we started with 1,400. Now we're at 185,000 total mass reclaimed. 140 for Team 1, 240 For Team 2, that's one of the ways they're staying alive in this game for Eco is all of the reclaim just constantly just pouring on the map. Grab over here to the east for Team 1. Well, obviously we see the Colossus over here. I don't see another one being built as of yet, and then the Nuke for Wacko. We do see, of course, Interloper does have the Billy Nuke online, is loading it as we speak. I don't know if he's fired a volley as of yet, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially with this group of forces here. He launches one here shortly. Group of gunships stacking up here for Team 2's air player. Interloper does look like he's getting his air grid back online, has a T3 air headquarters, and he's pumping out more and more of those deadly broadsword gunships. Colossus being sent to the western side. It will probably be intercepted by that line of bricks and, of course, the gunships. Is there enough AA in the area? No, there's not that much AA. And the Billy Nuke will land. Nice grab there. Takes out a couple of bricks. Damages the crab and says, hey, don't go this way. It is not worth going this way. Gunships focusing on whatever's down there, but they pull away because the inbound ASFs. And it does look like Team 1 is no, they do pull away because of the AA pressure here from Mimic. So that's a way he's trying to counter Team 1's air advantage, or at least try to help with the discrepancy in terms of Team 2 being a little bit behind. But they've caught up, I think, quite nicely here, considering we're currently sitting at 41 versus, I would assume, 65, 70. Oh, 64. Oh, I was one off for the 65 guess. Wow. That's pretty nice. Anyway, but, you know, nothing too much ahead, but it is enough. Billy Nuke outbound once again. Looks like the crab is maybe the only one that's going to get hit by that. If that, we do see, again, more and more mechs being wiped off the map here by Team 1, again, on Mimics. He has the entire control of the front, while Team 2's Interloper has control of the air. And Team 1, it's Survey and Lampshade with the airplay of Rocco. So, again, it does start to hurt in terms of the brain power. The APM starting to depreciate just because of, well, the game lasting as long as it is and whatnot. Gunships going after the Colossus. I don't know if that's worth it. There is not a lot of AA in this mix once again. If they take out the, I think the only, is it the only lightning tank in the mix? I think it is. The Colossus is taking a hit. It's going to drop to, yep, there it goes in the yellow. ASFs are inbound. Looks like Team 2 is going to try to leverage the gunships, and the gunships will fall back. Your Mega taking it. Oh, that's a lovely comment there here from Toma. We have a crab online here for Team 2's Mimics as well. And again, this one is retreating. There's a nice little Soothsayer online. And of course, that's grabbing more and more vision. Team 1's Lampshade in comparison, it's kind of hard to tell, but of course the red ring is what is the, or at least the Chevy Crimson ring is the Omni range. Which makes me think there's another Soothsayer somewhere. Given the, that's Team 1. Or sorry, Team 2. Given the visual, or maybe not. Maybe it's just the stuff nearby. Anyway, Billy Nuke outbound, gonna land in the middle of those units. That's gonna be a great Billy Nuke. There it goes. Boom! Kills off a chunk of those T3 forces. And Lampshade goes, you know, I forgot something at home. I left the stove on. I'm just going to go home now. Man, Team 2 is just really playing chicken almost. Or not playing the chicken almost. Oh. He's playing hide and go seek, I think, with Team 1's Racco. Just really trying to get an air fight to happen on their side of the map. Will it happen? Maybe, maybe not. Another Billy Nuke outbound from Interloper. So far, he's doing very well for Team 2's defense overall. Killed off 2 comms. And then, of course, doing a very good job with this Billy Nuke, grabbing another chunk of units. Boom! Given a perspective, Interloper's at 47,000 mass killed, and the Nuke from Team 1 is at 50. So they're doing very, very well for himself. Looks like that Nuke is loaded, actually. Yep, so that's going to be fun. Crab is down. Team 1's Crab is down. Dorset says Nuke, question mark. Maybe? It just, I don't know. There's an SMD here that's loaded. SMD here is loaded. So yeah, I think Nuke outside of range taking out a bunch of land units would probably be worth it. Racco says, let's try. Okay, there he goes. Nuke's probably going to sit right about, yep, right about there. If the forces from Team 2 don't move shortly enough. Looks like they actually spread out. Lovely prediction there by Team 2's Mimic. Says he's probably going to nuke the middle, and he splits it in half. The nuke is going to be null and void. Another boom and nuke lands here, taking out at least a couple more forces. Airfight happens over the southeastern corner of the map here. And we can see the nuke land. Kills off a couple of units, but not as much as it initially could have. So there goes the attack here for the air. Looks like both players end up with a little bit remaining ASS, but Team 2 I think is slightly now in the lead. It's constantly back and forth here in that air department. Another boom nuke is outbound, going to land right next to that crab, not crab, Colossus. All of the Harbingers are dead. Boom, nice grab there from Interloper. Up to 65,000 mass killed. Of course, coincidentally enough, the nuke is at 55,000, so he has now killed off more mass than Team 1's nuke. And that Colossus is about to die. It does make it out of range, but again, severely damaged nonetheless. Another boom nuke going to land. If it doesn't kill off the Colossus, it kills off a decent chunk of reclaim, so again, something's better than nothing. And there goes the Colossus anyways. And there go the engineers. Boom! Kills off more of that reclaim. Just really eating away at Team 1's additional reserves on the land side of things for the reclaim. 210,000 mass, specifically in the reclaim department, with Team 1 catching up to Team 2 quite significantly. 240 versus Team 2's 290. So over 500,000 mass has already been reclaimed by these two players. I would not be surprised to see both teams reach maybe 500,000 mass each reclaim by the end of the game, given the trend that's currently happening. I'm surprised there's not more TMD being deployed to counter this Boon Nuke. Boon Nuke going to land, take out another chunk of units here, just eating away constantly for Team 1's front lines, both in the south and in the west. Done a very good job, Interloper, of just punishing Team 1. He's at 77,000 mass killed, and now a crab looked like it was walking backwards for a second. Moving in and just cleaning out the western side once again. The base here for Lampshade probably will be fine. There's still some PD left, but there's not that much. That's huge, says Toma. Oh, 78,000. Yeah. I'm talking about the mass kill. That, I mean, it is a lot of mass kill with the comm. Real great job there. Yeah, I don't think there's enough PD to stop this attack, especially with all the P-gens. This is going to cascade. It's just not going to be good. So western side starting to be cleaned up by Team 2's Mimics. You won a never to win game, says Dula. Extremely well done. I wouldn't say Team 1's out of it just yet. Again, we know what the timeline is, or the time frame is, for whatever the heck it is for the game. And artillery is done for Team 1. And I wonder what it's going for. Yep, going for the air grids, which are in tiny little squares, tiny little clumps. Some of them are tightly knit, some of them are spread out, which for artillery is annoying, but also not annoying, depending on the artillery. Lampshade taking hits. He's going to be another player killed here for Team 2 on Team 1 side of the map, dropping it to a 2v2. There he goes, and Nuke is going to be used as a point defense nuke. The crab has more than enough hit points to survive a nuke. Granted, it will definitely be EMP'd, but at a minimum, it'll be definitely in a worse way than it once was. Boom! All the land units are dead except for the crab. The crab on Team 1's studio will come in. He's starting a nice little scathis here. Barely started just moments ago, and looks like it's actually been paused. Currently, Team 1 has lost a decent portion of the map, and there's still a brick force inbound from Mimics to just, again, annoy Team 1 as much as possible. Crab will die here. There he goes. More T3 mix has been wiped out. The eco is tied, I think, for the first time besides the beginning of the game here. Another crab down the middle here for Team 2's Mimics. Team 2 has to be kind of careful, though, because there's a lot of reclaim on the field, and Team 1 could easily just... Okay, well, the Scathis is gone, but my point is they can easily reclaim and go for a game ender or more artillery or something. They just have to be careful how much they're, quote-unquote, donating without taking something for themselves at the same time. You see two crabs inbound from Surrey, and there's a third one over here as well. ASF will clean up the Team 1 bombers, but the bricks are the more concerning thing. As, of course, there's another crab, and there's 5 crabs online for Team 1. And we have another fight in the air here over Team 1's side of the map. Some AA nearby, nothing too bad, though. Looks like the Awasa bomber was denied, but again, that's not the big issue, just because there wasn't that much progress done on it anyways. And it looks like the air fight will still go Team 2's way, but again, they are still hurting in the... They're not really that far in the lead for ASF count kind of department, but it's, again, better than nothing. And they have lost some of their air grid, but again, the air headquarters is still fine, and there's still a couple more of those squares anyways. Is Team 2 building counter artillery, nukes, whatever? No. So it looks like it's just going to be experimentals and shields. Gunships inbound from Team 2's Interloper. Reclaim has already started on this side of the map from Mimics. That's a lot of effort to just grab that section of the map. And he's trying to prevent what I commented on earlier, where if you leave all that mass, Team 1 is going to come claim it, and that's going to go right into a big ticket item. We already see more crabs being built constantly. We see a nice little soothsayer coming back online. No additional artillery yet. We'll see if they end up deploying it that way, but maybe they're just going to go full crab, because there's 3 right here, and there's, I think there were 5 over here. I don't know where. Oh, actually, there's 2 right there, and there's the other 3 right there. Monkey Lord online. There's still a lot of bricks. The Monkey Lords probably won't be enough to stop the bricks, but it'll slow the aggression at the minimum, which is what Team 1 wants at a minimum. Tucker cannons, again, they're not going to do a whole lot. Yeah, they'll take out a couple of asylums, but those are the distractions. The main force from the Harbingers is inbound, and there's some bricks to stop them as we speak. Spider commented by Doulaha. Yeah, like I said, if the bricks turned around in full force, probably going to be enough to stop it, and there's some gunships inbound as well, so that should be more than enough to deal with that Monkey Lord on that western side. Bricks still inbound in the south here from Mimics. Gonna try to push as much as possible in the Team 1's territory and take out as many mechs as, again, if they can grab a lead, which they already have, and extend it significantly, that could be the thing that Team 2 uses to win the game. Again, eco is not the end-all be-all, but it sure does help. You see this force is just not going to break through the southern side. And there's 3 crabs versus 1 crab and a couple of PD emplacements. Looks like they took out the SMD, so that's not great here for Team 2 survival. Strat bombers are inbound. Nice little almost squadron of them. Looks like it's 3, 6, 7, 8 of them, so pretty close to a squad. Dren. And we have that Monkey Lord is dead. Dead. Where'd the Monkey Lord go? Oh, it's back here. And the crabs are just kind of being slowly picked apart. Crabs turn around. Nope, they don't turn around. This one is now dead. That's a nice little free crab here for Team 2. And I would assume the nuke is going to land on this base and wipe everything in that position here for Mimics. Nuke sitting at 79,000 mass. And Interloper, I don't see his Billy Nuke launch that much. He's at 94,000. He has an SMD, and it is loaded. What did he say? He said, guys, how about you target armies with artillery would be funner to watch. I mean, there's an argument to be made about that, but I mean, it's a lot easier to go for stuff that doesn't move than stuff that does move. And it's a lot easier to also use the scaffolds because it's such an AoE. But we have Mimics just constantly pushing on that western side. Average art, yeah, needs a buff. So true. I don't know about that. We do see that crab is possibly going to die. This one is still pushing in to try to catch up to it. Looks like it will. And then that'll be the death of that one. And the western side, again, still being poked and prodded, but looks like Team 1 has a rough handle on it. Surrey running around with cloaking and laser and gun just to help out in the gun department. It's the tiny smidgen. And looks like the crabs have broken through. There's 2 of them remain. Does Team 2 have any sort of response they have? That's Continental, not a fat boy. Keep thinking you're a fat boy. They have another crab being built here shortly by Mimics, and another one being built as well. Looks like that one stopped. Oh, okay. Why is this one almost done, and this one is the one that's being focused on? Focus on this one. Let's go Artie killing Strats here for Toma. Ooh. Don't think it's a good idea to put that in all chat, in my opinion. 17 Strat bombers. Looks like they're going to go after the... Oh, did it get... Oh. It looked like the Billy Nuke got shot down or something. There's not Team D on board these crabs, so I don't know what that was. Looks like the ASFs were, of course, distracted by the bombers. The bombers will get away, doing massive damage to both of these crabs. Again, they didn't target one of them. They spread the damage over two of them. Ravagers lining up here, preventing any sort of incoming aggression from the eastern side. Go here, says Nomander. So Nomander trying to offer support from beyond the grave. Artillery is the only one here for Team 1 as of right now. Another Monkey Lord. P-Gen's Nuke is reloaded once again. So there was a scat that started, but it has not been restarted. 51 minutes on the clock here. And map control in favor of Team 2. Here comes the Strats. They're going to go spread out a little bit for the units. Oh, all of them on one. Ooh. Not great in terms of the placements there. More ASFs inbound, and they'll catch up to some of the bombers, but they all get wiped out by AA, and of course the other ASFs hanging out next door. So not really doing really well in terms of dealing with the Strats. And Team 2 is going to launch another volley inbound. Oh, nope. They thought about against it. Billy Nuke is inbound. Maybe that'll be enough. And it looks like it's going to be enough, and kills off another chunk of those bricks, and Otham's in the mix. Laser still being decently effective here. Again, large exclusion zone over here. But the crab and monkey forces have dealt with most of those forces anyway. Strat bombers will again just rain terror from the heavens, or at least the semi-heavens. And Suits are being taken offline. Nice grab there. Will blind a little bit on that eastern side here for Team 1. And again, it is a 2v2 game, and that's what they can see now. And it looks like most of those Strat bombers were dealt with by the stationary AA. Some of them do remain, but a lot of them did die. And we see Fatboy and Nuke started right next to one another. Probably focus on one than the other, but I do love the planning for the future. I don't see any sort of big ticket items here for Team 2. Mimics is underneath a decent shield base. Dang. Good luck getting through that with one artillery piece. Team 1 has had one artillery piece online for a while now. They just can't seem to crack every position. Some of them, you know, there's just lots of stuff kind of dead and being rebuilt and then dies again. 2 Mega 1 Spider, says Dylan. Yeah, they're inbound western side. Not really a whole lot for defenses. There's still some Strat bombers. I don't see any more gunships. Always one. But just don't think there's really anything on that northern side to protect. Artillery is targeting engineers, I guess, at this point. There's another section of engineers gone. And they're going to target the Monkey Lord first. Definitely a smart play that. Take out the weakest of the units first. 36,000 hit points remaining versus, again, 54,000 total. It does make a difference, and it looks like they'll get another pass in. There is some AA on board these units. Again, they're not great by any means, especially the crabs. They're just not better that it wouldn't exist or it doesn't exist, but it's pretty much as if it doesn't exist. There's one crab, and it will probably kill the monkey off before it does really any damage. No, it's not going to reach the crab. Crab's going to back up. Oh, looks it singes it a little bit, but not enough. Crab's coming in to assist. One of them gets wiped out. The other one turns and goes, hey, what's going on with my friend there? And then turns and faces those forces. Team 1 has a couple more over here. Team 1 back in the lead for Eco 1.5. Definitely not 2.2, but 1.5. Oh, no, there's no way. Is that Reclaim related? No, yeah, that's... Oh, no, that's actual mass from Hako. And it's a mix of Reclaim and mass generation here for Surrey. Another nuke outbound. All the nukes have been outbound from Team 1 as of right now. And it looks like Brick has gone past the defenses once again. It's inbound for a base. I don't know where, but it's inbound somewhere. Are they going to nuke the Reclaim? Because these crabs and monkeys are now dead. This one did get away, but barely. No, it's going to try to go after, I guess, 2 T3 mexes up here. No, just 1 T3 mex up here. I think it was better to just go after this over here. Well, I think we got more for your money over there. But, you know, sometimes you just don't see it, that sort of thing. 55 minutes on the clock here. Still 1v1. Sorry, 1v1. 2v2 is a 1-to-1 advantage. And Fatboy assisting with the expulsion of Team 1's aggression in the middle of the map. Gunships are moving in. Billy Nuke outbound. It shouldn't kill off the comm because he's at 38,000 hit points, but it's going to hurt. Strat Bomber's inbound. They will. Did they hit the comm? Does Team 2 see the comm? No, they don't see the comm. Looks like that was possibly just coincidence. Billy Nuke gets redirected by that loyalist who had 250 hit points remaining. Nice grab there. That's going to go back home. Is there Team D over here? No, there's no Team D built by anybody this game. Gunship sitting on the ground. Probably not the best idea to stand there. Team 1 will win the air fight. It's just back and forth. Team 1 wins it. Team 2 wins it. Team 1 wins it. Team 2 wins it. No one's really like had air. And here comes that Billy Nuke. Looking way back around. And okay, there's Team D. I was going to say, I just didn't see it there. Grab wiped out. And it looks like this one's going to push him again. Guile cast this game, please, says Toma. Well, I'm not Guile, but somebody's casting it at least. So much action. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of action. Just constant back and forth in the middle of the map here. The artillery isn't doing as much as normally we see. It's only one artillery piece and one nuke. We do have another. Okay, we'll scratch that. There's 2 artillery pieces now online for Team 1. Not going to comment about that. But anyway, it's just brick fight constantly. Gunships inbound, and we have the oh no, they don't get as many as I thought. It's just the AA is a little bit too oppressive for the ASF to really just commit and make it worth it. Oh, artillery landing on Interloper's base. He gets a nice little Billy Nuke out once again. Ooh, the line of drones goes down. That's a great. The nuke is down. The SMD is down. Nice grab there. 2-for-1 combo. Billy Nuke lands. And it looks like both artillery pieces for Team 1 are targeting the same thing. No, it's 2 different targets, but nice grab there. Takes out a nuke. Nuke dead. Yay. SMD 2 next. Says no matter. Yeah, target that SMD. There's a new SMD over here, and it's not loaded, so if you want to take out a bunch of stuff, that would be the time. Artillery transferred over to Rocco to micro a little bit better because it's just a lot easier. That way you can move both artillery pieces at the same time. You don't have to wait for your teammate to move them as well. 65,000 mess. What do we think? Scathis. Again, I don't like the Scathis, especially in this position where there's a lot of shielding. And especially with Mimics, once he sees the Scathis, goes, okay, I'll just build even more shielding. I feel like something else would be better. We've seen experimentals kind of work, but not kind of work. And it almost makes me think maybe just... I mean, you could go a bunch of T3 units, but you would need a whole bunch of them. Maybe gunships or something. Oh, but the artillery is slowly eating away at the shields, so maybe the shields aren't as strong as I thought. Maybe Scathis would be it. You win, says no matter. Yeah, I mean, that's a fight that Team 1 will win. There's 3 of them. Even if this one's severely weakened, these 2, of course, will add a nice little distraction slash cannon fodder. And the artillery is slowly eating away at the shields. Another nuke outbound from Team 1. This one is headed to this position, interestingly enough. And the units move again, so that's the second nuke that's dodged by Team 1. Of course, shorter travel time means... No, yeah, it's not going to hit anything. And the Billy Nuke's going to land right on top of those asylums. Or, sorry, those T3 mobile shielding. Not asylums, but... Boom! Takes out a couple units. The nuke lands over there. Kaboom! Doesn't really take out much of anything. Now we have just Fat Boy Fire raining in. It'll probably kill off one of these crabs, but 2 of these crabs just severely weakened. And we have this crab going after this. We have Suri over here being targeted by bricks, which makes me think Team 2 has an Omni in range somewhere. Oh, it's right there. That'd do it. Yep. I was going to say, it has to be in range somewhere. 35,000 mass killed, 111 kills on board the comm compared to Interlopers. 167, 116,000 mass killed. Definitely did a very good job with that Billy Nuke. Even though if Team 2 doesn't win, like Interloper did a very good job with the Billy Nuke. And it looks like the shields are starting to hold. The SMD did take a hit. Ooh, it's a little dangerous that thing's... If that thing dies... No, this one's loaded as well, so that they have a backup. Which, again, gotta have a backup. Another artillery build... by Team 1. But they're all in different spots. They're not all together, which again, the downside with that is it costs more power, costs more energy, costs more mass, all that to build the P-gens and the shields and the whatnot. You can't just like overlap them. But the benefit of that, though, is that for artillery, it's harder to take out because all three of them aren't in the same place. You can't just say, okay, point, click, die. You have to do that to 3 different spots. Nuke 2 says Nomander. Looks like Interloper really wants the bigger nuke. Attack in the middle does occur once again. They're pushing back Team 2's Mimics. The Eco is still in favor of Team 1. Crab over here being outmaneuvered by a couple of bricks. The Omni would be a great grab. Gunships inbound from Interloper. The Crab is dead. Even though it's nice to have the reclaim secured, which is what's happening right now. The Megaliths are retreating, and Mimics is getting all of that reclaim. His Eco just be out of this. With 600,000 massed himself in this game. Not collectively for Team 2, just him. 638,000 mass reclaim. Team 1's at 400. The Team 1 has done very well as well in the reclaim department, but dang, that's a lot of reclaim here for Team 2. Or specifically Mimics, but Team 2 obviously in general. Ooh, another artillery piece here for Rocco. We have 3 of them online. Starting to pierce the veil a little bit with the shielding. Looks like they're targeting everything at this point. There's really nothing safe. More of the ASF producing facilities, gunship producing facilities. There's gunships just stacked up right here in case of a telemazer. I don't think a telemazer is going to happen. The shielding is offline. The shielding is starting to be offline. And that might be enough. Looks like a couple of ASF got hit by a nice little artillery piece. There goes a couple more emitters. Oh, the Guardian T3 strategic missile defense is still online. Mimics moves. And I think it's just a little bit of unfortunate luck. The shields go back online. But the problem is the shields are failing and more emitters are offline. So eventually those shields will go back offline once again. And then you're in the same problem literally again. So it's just not staying online long term. Another group of forces in the east. That's going to get shot by a nice little Billy Nuke over there. SMD is loaded here. Again, they have a backup. This one's loaded 6. So it's going to be definitely hurt a little bit for that SMD go offline. Looks like Team 1 is retasked onto the nuke that just finished. And we see a couple of Colossi escorting a couple of Megaliths in the middle of the map. There is that Fat. No, is there? No, that's T2 artillery, not Fat Boy. And it looks like the nuke is back offline once again. Interloper getting under his transport, getting out of there. Hopefully it doesn't get hit by a artillery piece. That would suck to get hit by an artillery piece on board a transport. That would really suck. Crab in the east. Sorry, that's the west. That's the east. And the artillery still has not taken out the SMD, but I feel like once the SMD is gone, that's probably it. Mimic's trying to repair. Is he repairing? Oh, he's assisting the loading, I think. Is he doing good on power? There goes the SMD. No, he's doing good on power. It's just mass that he's stalling. Another Billy Nuke outbound to the SMD. Yeah, this is not looking good. Again, the shield's barely online. Shielding getting some assistance as we speak and upgrading as well. Another Billy Nuke lands in the middle here. Team 1, that's they have 4 artillery pieces online. One of them is an emissary because why not? Another one being built down here, and another one is almost done. Can I nuke here now, I think, says Dorset. Or can nuke now, There's still an SMD, but just don't think Team 2 has enough in the way of just dealing with that nonsensical artillery down there. It's one of those things where Team 1 just turtled just enough, and it's just Team 2 didn't go for any sort of long-term, long-range thing. They're starting to scaff this, but that is way probably too late for that. And the SMB is still alive. More of them are being built and shielded as we speak. Things going down here saying, hey, there's this stuff down there. Megalith 5K, said Doulaha. Yeah, it's 5K. It's definitely not 5K. It's a lot more than 5K, but that fight will be won by Team 2. That SMD is new. This is what Team 1 can see, of course. SMD too. I can't even complain about Arties because it's not like they also don't have a bunch of megas. Yeah, it's true. It's not like they're only producing artillery; they're producing megas as well, which I love to see. You know, just not one reliance on a strategy, but there's usually a dipping in the pies of multiple artillery pieces, and land units and air, whatever. There's not just a strategy. But that amount of artillery, I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 online, soon to be 6. Yeah, there goes that SMD. That SMD isn't loaded. It's trying to be loaded, but that's probably game right there. You know, Billy Nuke did very, very well here for Team 2's Interloper. Can still fire. I mean, look at how far away he is. He can still hit stuff in the middle of the map. So, great use of the Billy Nuke, of course. Oh, it does get redirected, though. Nuke is outbound. This is the final push. If the artillery doesn't do the job, then the land units will do the job. If the land units don't do the job, the Scathis is essentially immediately denied. There goes the nuke. It's gonna land decent. Kaboom! Wipes out a decent chunk of the air grid, of course. Baby Nuke lands on top of Interloper shielding, and the last attack in the middle is now gone. Still a lot of artillery still alive. That crap's probably gonna die. Interloper and Mimics having control Kate. Yeah, it looks like artillery piece. Ooh, taking out a bunch of ASFs. That's not great. Gunship's taking out the AA. It's not gonna matter. Mimics has no shielding, veterancy, but nothing else on top of that. T2 already finally paying off. And there goes Mimics heat control Ks. Orbital Billy coming back, says no. Yeah, right, just in the air with that thing. Oh, there he goes. And looks like the Billy Nuke was shot down. And there goes the comm. Ooh, ooh. Some lightning tanks are having some fun over there. And looks like the comm's going to try to transport Billy something. I don't think he'll get... That's a lot of ASFs. Good luck flying through that thing. And that's just going to be a cleanse. You lost them to comm explosions. Oh, comm explosions. What's he talking about? Interloper carry. But at the moment I had only like 5 of them. Oh, looks like there was an explosion of maybe ASFs or something. GG. Oh, yeah. You got to get back on that transport. Go, 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 go. Oh, nope. Nope. There you go. You're gone. Yep. There it goes. Good way to go out on a transport. And Team 1 wins the game. 1 hour, 9 minutes. Recording shows just barely over an hour. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. MVP for me, I'm going to give it just to the both of them for Team 1. Both Racco and Shuri did a Racco Mofone. Anyway. And Shuri did a very good job lasting out to the very, very end of the match. Still, Interloper and Mimics, again, they were in it till pretty much the end of the match too. So kudos to them. And the Billy Nuke was really impressive for Interloper as well. So I got to give that there. But MVP between the two of these, I don't really know, because it was a combination of the artillery being built by both of them and then being handed over, and the land experimentals staying strong for both teams, but specifically for Surrey, just constantly pumping those things out. It kept the land game and defensive, especially the western side, online longer than it maybe wouldn't have been without them. So I think, again, mix of both, but I just can't decide one way or the other. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of this video. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't gone and voted on the post for tomorrow's video, go ahead and do that again. Today, the video is being released, so roughly at about 12 or so hours after this video is released will be when I record tomorrow's video. So be aware of that. There's still time. I think Settins is currently waiting, but again, 4, 5, 6 votes could be enough to swing it. I don't remember the exact percentages, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one.